Hello everyone, I am Risha and this is For the Love of Classics. Welcome to another self-isolation reading vlog. I hope you are all doing well. We keep hearing news about people getting sick from back home in Pakistan and it's just very sad and heartbreaking. So I hope you are all staying safe and taking care of yourselves because it's not over yet. Yesterday was Eid al-Fitr day 1, so I barely did any reading. We stayed home and we did the Eid prayer at home, dressed up, had some amazing food, called our family and friends, and that's pretty much it. So I ordered myself an Eid outfit from Pakistan because all the malls and all the shops here in Dubai are closed because of the lockdown, and I have disinfected it now and I'm super excited to try it and see if the size fits. And this is what the outfit is going to look like. So for Eid, I decided to make these dumplings. They are called lohma in the UAE, and they are like small round donuts. Not very sweet, but you put syrup on it. I did not do a lot of reading in the last couple of days because of Ramadan and also because of Eid. I'm still continuing with The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. I have finished the first part of the book and now I'm going to start the second part. So I'm on page number 220. This is a 1,000-page book. So I still have a lot of reading to do. I know I mentioned in my last video that I would read Mansfield Park by Jane Austen and Short Stories of Our Time by Anton Chekhov, but I did not read any of those two. Instead, I started reading Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. This is a Virago modern classic and I love the cover of this book. I started reading this a week ago and I'm currently on page 245. This is a 428 page long book. I'm really enjoying the writing style of Daphne du Maurier, but I'm not very keen on the story. It has a very dark and mysterious undertone throughout the story and I usually don't like them. It is giving me vibes similar to Wuthering Heights and Jane Eyre. I wasn't feeling it in the beginning, so I started watching the movie adaptation of Rebecca, which is a black and white movie. After watching 15 minutes of the movie, I started enjoying this a little bit more. So far in the book, the author is just setting up the plot. We still haven't dived into the main story, and I'm waiting for something to happen, and nothing major seems to have happened so far, and I'm already done with half of the book. So I went to a bookshop and I got myself two books. I'm just going to mention them in this vlog, but I want to do a separate book haul in which I will talk about these books in more detail. So I got myself The Good Soldier by Ford Madox Ford. This is in the vintage classics edition with the red spine. And the second book which I got is Absalom by William Faulkner. This is also a vintage red spine. I will discuss these books in detail in a book haul video. I also ordered another book from Book Depository. Still haven't heard from them regarding The Plague by Albert Camus. It was dispatched from Australia on the 5th of May and I still haven't received the book. The other book which I ordered is Marriage. I'm not sure about the author's name. I'm going to insert a picture of the book here. I love the cover of this one. I'm really excited about this book and I'm looking forward to read it. Guys, I've got book mail and I'm super excited about it. I did not open the package because I wanted to open it on camera with you guys. So here it is, my order from Book Depository. I placed 2 orders on Book Depository. One of the books, The Plague by Albert Camus, is supposed to be shipped from Australia and their shipments from Australia are delayed, so I haven't received The Plague yet. This last one just came within a week, so let's open it up. Yay! It's here. It's called Marriage by Susan Ferrier. And look at this cover, it's so pretty. Oh my god. It's by Virago Modern Classics, and I couldn't find a better copy of this classic anywhere, so this one just is mind-blowing. It's also floppy, which is a bonus. Let me just quickly share some of the things I found out about this author. So Susan Ferrier was a contemporary of Jane Austen. They were both writing novels at the same time, and she was more successful at the time as compared to Jane Austen. She sold many more books than Jane Austen did back in 1800s. I cannot get over how beautiful this cover is. Look at their dresses and their jewelry, their hair, they're both so pretty. Let me read the blurb on the back. It says, following 2 generations of women, Marriage, first published in 1818, is a shrewdly observed, humorous novel by one of Scotland's greatest writers. I did not know she was Scottish. Understanding that the purpose of marriage is to further the prospects of her family, Lady Juliana nevertheless rejects the aging and unattractive, though appropriately wealthy suitor of her father's choice. Instead, she elopes to Scotland with a handsome, penniless soldier and gives birth to twins, Adelaide and Mary. Finding life in the Scottish Highlands bleak and austere, Lady Juliana soon repents following her heart, and taking Adelaide returns to England. 16 years pass and Mary, under the wise care of her aunt, has developed into an educated, thoughtful young woman. Adelaide, however, has taken after their mother. She is vain and rash. With trepidation, Mary leaves her beloved Highland home to meet her sophisticated English relatives. That sounds amazing. It's just something I need to read ASAP. I'm probably going to start reading this book like today. I'm really excited to read this. This book also smells amazing. Just a quick reading update. I finished reading Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I also finished watching the movie Rebecca, which was filmed in 1940. So about this book, I enjoyed it. The writing in this book made me realize that I have been reading Victorian classics and older classics for a while now, and it felt like an abrupt change from Victorian classics to a modern classic set in the 1900s. Nevertheless, Daphne du Maurier did a really good job with the book. I was not able to solve the mystery aspect of the story till the very end. I felt that the shy protagonist of the story was being too shy and being too willing to be led anywhere she was being led to. I also felt that Maxim de Winter wasn't entirely innocent. Rebecca was portrayed to be this mysterious character throughout the book. I felt like I needed to know a little bit more about her before I made any judgment regarding her character. There was not one character which was perfect in this book, but the writing in the book was beautiful, and that is why I have given this book a 4-star rating. Let me share one of my favorite passages from Rebecca. You know how a man starts drinking? He goes easy at first, just a little at a time, a bad bout perhaps every 5 months or so, and then the period between grows less and less. Soon it's every month, every fortnight, every few days. There's no margin of safety left, and all his secret cunning goes. Let me share another passage I enjoyed from the book. I wondered how many people there were in the world who suffered and continued to suffer because they could not break out from their own web of shyness and reserve, and in their blindness and folly built up a great distorted wall in front of them that hid the truth. I enjoyed the writing in the book immensely. The story was alright. The characters, as I said, were not the best. The descriptions of the landscapes and the buildings in the book were brilliant. Manderley, the house in this book, is beautifully described, and the 1940 adaptation of Rebecca is just awesome. This felt a bit like The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, if The Great Gatsby had a more sinister vibe to it. Unfortunately, I haven't been reading a lot of The Brothers Karamazov by Fyodor Dostoevsky. As I already mentioned, I have finished part 1 of the book, but I haven't started part 2. I feel like the read-along for The Brothers Karamazov, the social distancing read-along, has just moved on and I am far behind. But I'm not going to give up on this. I am going to finish reading this. I started it last night. The reason why it's taking forever for me to read this is because there are a lot of passages and chapters about the churches in Russia. There's just a lot of description about them, and I'm desperately waiting for the story to start already. I really want to start reading Marriage by Susan Ferrier, but I don't want to ditch The Brothers Karamazov on the way. So guys, this bookmark came along with my copy of Marriage by Susan Ferrier. You want to digest every book to the fullest. After reading coarsely, chop your novel, boil it, blend it, shape it, season it, deep fry it, garnish it, and voila! Lord of the Fries, To Kill a Mockingbird, Moby Dick, Nacho in the Rye, Pride and Prejudice. How funny is that?
Ordinary that nothing any longer astonished Levin. Probably it should be so, he thought. He jumped up, ran tiptoe to the bedroom, went round Lizaveta Petrovna and the princess, and stood in his place at the head of the bed. The screaming had ceased, but something was changed now. What he did not see or understand, nor did he want to see and understand.
guys, today is the 7th of June and I feel like this vlog has been dragging on for very long, so I think I need to end it today. I've come out for a walk at a lake in Dubai. Even though it's super hot and super humid today, I just felt like I needed a bit of fresh air. After finishing Rebecca, I haven't really started another book yet. I'm still reading The Brothers Karamazov. I'm done with half of it and I started part 3 of The Brothers Karamazov, and I also started watching the Russian film adaptation of The Brothers Karamazov with English subtitles, and it's a pretty good one. I'm not sure which book I will read next. I want to read some light-hearted classic, maybe something by Anthony Trollope. I'm not sure. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you are all staying safe.